What's up, guys? Duster McDangles back here with another franchise mode video here, the franchise rebuild series, now with the Montreal Canadiens here in episode 2. And if you guys did miss the last episode, we just got things put together here with the team. We made a couple of trades, and we'll be getting into some more things here in today's episode. But if you guys are new here today to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're growing every single day, and I cannot thank you guys enough for the love and support. And we've had a lot of support here in the last video with a bunch of comments here that we'll be highlighting in just a moment. But I just want to thank you guys so much. And also, Happy New Year. I know I'm dropping this here today. New Year's is tomorrow, so make sure you guys are safe. Be safe here for the New Year's holiday season, as well as I hope you guys have a great new year. But getting into today's video, we're actually going to be taking a look at the first comment here from Antoine, and he says here, and thank you so much for the comment down below, you should call up Evans in exchange for Paquette, give the kid some ice time. Also, Joshua Waugh is pronounced Waugh. Thank you so much for the help on the pronunciation. I know I'm gonna butcher a few names here in today's episode, so Antoine, let me know down below if I get those right here this upcoming episode or not. But this is huge. I do want to take a look at bringing Evans up. I honestly we'll call him up here. We'll see what he does in the preseason, give him a fair chance, maybe even a couple games in the regular season. We will definitely give that a shout. Now, second comment here, this is coming from Mark, and honestly, I think this is a great comment. Also in year one, I'm assuming also in a year or two, give Suzuki and Caulfield superstar abilities and get your pick back from Arizona. It's a top 10 protected, so you can always trade it back if you don't finish that bad. So honestly, with that is actually something we are going to try to do in today's episode. I did not know you could do top 10 protected or protected anything picks wise in franchise mode, so we're definitely going to try that. As to Suzuki and Caulfield, I do want to see how they progress here in year one to see if they are warranted the superstar ability factors, which we will then add on to them. But we will have to wait and see how things go this season. And then the final comment that was highlighted in the last episode, guys, from Clayton. And he was talking about the Marchenko free agent acquisition, or hopeful acquisition here. We'll find out in just a moment. He was saying Marchenko's in the KHL. I was going to say I recognize that name. I didn't know he was in the KHL at this point, and he was drafted by Columbus. He doesn't know why the game has him, or why it says undrafted. Supposed to be sick when his KHL contract is up and comes to the NHL. Well, hopefully we can make his dreams come true here in this simulation a little bit quicker and a little bit faster, bringing him hopefully to the AHL and see what he can do. But we're going to simulate here a little bit. I also, actually, before we do simulate, right after the episode, in the last episode, I did fire some AHL coaches. I want teaching factor for the head coach and the goalie coach to be a little bit higher, so we might see some notifications here with all of that, as well as a couple of scouts that I wanted to go ahead and try to bring in. So we're going to simulate here, cap $81.5 million. And here we go. We've got some scouts here that are going to be giving us their answers, which is awesome. Hopefully we can get some coaches possibly in as well. Let's see here. Role is already filled. Oh, because we had to promote a coach. That is unfortunate. Role is already filled. AHL head coach. I'm going to have to find a way to try to sort that out here at some point here in this episode. But what we're going to do, as promised, we're going to bring up our boy Jake Evans here to the squad and see what he can do. And the person I'm actually going to call down is going to be goalie. I honestly cannot say this goalie's name. So what is his first name? We're going to go with that. Samuel. We're sending him down to the minors. He's on a two-way contract, so he'll be down there with Primo. And then what I want to do here in the system, what we're going to do is call up our boy Evans. And we're going to give him a shout here at the NHL level, see what he can do. We'll take a look at these AHL lines. We'll get these all fixed here. And I know one of the other comments that I actually forgot to highlight had to do with the draft pick and that the Montreal Canadiens had this past year. And that is something that we're also going to look to take care of. So don't you worry, we'll get to that here in just a moment. But we've got the goaltender situation, which is great down in the AHL level. And then I want to see what lines here that Jake Evans can fill out. So we'll take a look at that here in just a second. So here we go with the lines. I know you guys said Paquette for Evans. Hopefully he fits. He does fit the fourth line. Okay, so that is nice. He does honestly fit the third line as well. And we could put him up there, but I want to see who technically has the better face-off. 78 for Perreault, and it's actually 79 for Jake Evans. So honestly, I want to bump him up because, again, 25 versus 33. 33 with Matthew Perreault. Two-way forward, we'll let him chill on that fourth line. See how Evans does here in the preseason on that third line. And then, honestly, I would love to try to work out this second line. It looks like Gallagher just doesn't fit, which is interesting because he is one of our superstar players. It's tough because he doesn't really fit any of our lines. If we moved him up, it gets rid of the +2, and I'd rather have the +2 on the top line. So we'll see how that goes specifically. And what I actually want to do next here before we even get into a game is address the issue here with the Montreal Canadiens prospect pool. And in one of the comments that I forgot to highlight, it is in regards to Melchior. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Logan. He plays for the London Knights. I know he had a lot of stuff going on in the media, just not the best of things with things that he had done in his past that some people don't agree with, and I know a lot of people. It is a serious matter, and honestly, I don't know why Montreal drafted him in the first place. I know I just actually saw on the NHL Network, I think it was last week or the week before, he was actually just reinstated in the OHL, so I don't know what he has done to make amends to try to get back into that. Elite low, he doesn't have the best trade value, but again, that's not something I want in our program or in the organization. So we'll get him out, and what I'm also going to try to do here is we're going to try to move up. We're going to try to move up here in the draft for our first round pick that we're going to try to get back here from the Arizona Coyotes. Our first round, again, technically top 10 protected pick. It's definitely going to be close here on the trade if we do that. I was also thinking of maybe giving up another prospect type player that most likely will never see the light of day here at the NHL level, and that is Misak. I believe that is how you pronounce his name, Jan. He is from the Czech Republic, and again, 64, top 6'4", medium potential at best. He's most likely not going to play much at the AHL level, and I think if we can do that, we might even be able to snipe another pick out of the Coyotes, who were just poaching their picks, and they have a lot of picks to poach from. They have a lot of second-round picks. I don't think we could get their first and a second while trading a second. So I'm also thinking that maybe next year's, so 2 years from now, their third-round pick of 2023, Melchior, Logan, second round, Misak for first, and their third for 2023. See if this trade goes through. That is rejected. So maybe if we can possibly bump this then to a fourth round pick. I do want to try to stack up on picks for the future. And I think if we get that a fourth round, that this might go through. Wow, that trade is rejected. So maybe switch this. Let's try to stack on a fifth for this year. See if they're willing to give that up for that. Wow, they're not willing to give that up either. That is interesting. Maybe a six. I'm just trying to get another pick alongside with this. If anything, I just want that first round pick, and if that is what we have to do, that is what we'll go for. So I'll take that off the first round pick. I mean, it's a lot to give up, but we're really moving up that second round pick and two players that will probably never see the light of day in our program, and they're not going to go for that. So that is quite interesting. I really don't want to give up any more picks. To be honest, I do know we have a bunch of third-round picks that we most likely won't use or get anything good with. Let's maybe throw in a fourth as well. That's probably not going to go through. Yeah, man, this is going to be tough trying to get this pick. I really do want it to get two first-round picks for next year's draft. that trade's rejected as well. I don't want to give up 2 second-round picks again because we already did that last episode. This might be a lot harder than I thought to try to get rid of this kid. Plus 2023 is very thin on the picks as well. Maybe if we switch the first-round pick, because the Colorado Avalanche have a first-round pick, but I would really prefer to try to get our first-round pick back. That's just, I don't know if it's, quite frankly, I don't know if it's going to be possible to do so with what we're trying to offer them and get off of our table. The only other person I would maybe consider switching with, but I don't want to get rid of, is these two guys. We've got Norlinder and Brook. And honestly, let me know who you guys would throw in as opposed to, although Misak has technically higher trade value, so that's not going to work. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We're not going to make the trade in today's episode, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments of how we should get our first round pick back. And honestly, I'm reaching out to you, Antoine. Who wanted that first round pick back? Sorry, Mark. It's Mark. Mark, let me know down in the comments how we should go about getting this first round pick back. Let me know. We'll see what we can do about trying to get that, but we'll hold off on that for now and see what you guys say after the next episode. We're going to sim through here the preseason. I don't want to play any preseason games. I do want to see how the team's going to do, and hopefully no injuries will occur, because that would just be an absolute dagger. So we'll simulate here all the way up to the Tampa Bay game just to see what the stats are looking like. We get another scout on the table. Another scout on the table there. Another scout on the table. So I'm getting more and more scouts. We get Eric Stahl, which is huge. That is really nice. And also we get Marchenko. So that is also huge. X Factor, Kirill Marchenko. That is very huge. We get a trade offer here for, that's interesting. They're giving up, honestly, I would be okay with giving up a second round pick this year. I don't know who this kid is they're actually asking for. He is a prospect, it looks like. Ryan Kidley, top 9 forward, low potential. He's 18 years old, 5'11". I don't know if they're going to give his full career stats. Yeah, they're not going to give that, which is interesting, but they're also willing to give he does have pretty high trade value. That's quite interesting. And is this Phoenix? This is Phoenix, so this is interesting that they would want this to work out. So maybe this is where we could try to snipe and change some things here. So let's throw in our second as well. We'll swap out let's get rid of their third round pick and let's try to go for our first round pick. And then we'll also throw in the original player I was trying to get in the trade. Rookie skaters, where is he? Melchior. We'll get him in there. I don't think that's going to go through. That trade's rejected, right? Okay, so we'll walk away from that for now. I'm sure we'll get plenty of trade offers for that kid here in the future. Get a win there against Buffalo. We get a win against the Senators. Up against the Leafs. We lose 3-2. We'll see them opening night once again here. And here we go. Cap compliance. We are... But we're 2-3-1. Not the best to start off things here so far. But I do want to take a look at stats. Jeff Petrie leading the way. That's never a good sign when your top defenseman, that's great. He's doing good work, is leading the way in points. Evans, 3 points in 6 games. So nice call up for him. But we also want to move some things around here with the lines before we get into the regular season, which we will play game number 1. And then we'll simulate, I'd say, maybe a month. And then in the next episode, we'll really get into it all the way up until the trade deadline. Just because we still have a lot of things here earlier on in the season that we want to take care of, get things going in the right direction. But at this point here, I don't know if Stahl, we're going to have to call, we'll send Paquette down, we'll call Stahl up. And that is exactly what we're going to do right now. As well as, I'm curious about the player we did just pick up from the free agency with Marchenko. It's Marchenko. But let's see here. Let's call up. We need Eric Stahl. Marchenko is a 77. Maybe we should let him. I just don't know. We have too many players at the NHL. So we'll call down, or we'll send down. I think the right player to send down here is going to be Paquette. Although if we send down Byron, maybe somebody picks him off waivers. I doubt it. Who's technically older is the real question. 32. Paquette is 28. Byron, he hasn't really done much. Although I don't know if they're showing their preseason stats. Yeah, they are. I don't even think he's in the lineup. Let's just send down Paul Byron. I really don't like his contract. Maybe, hopefully, someone takes him off waivers. That would be awesome. But we'll pull up Eric Stahl. And then we'll go back to edit lines here. And then I want to throw Stahl in here. And hopefully he fits this fourth line. I would really, really be happy if he does. Because getting him in there would be a huge help. He doesn't fit the third line either. He doesn't fit the second. That's interesting. We'll leave him on the fourth for now. I do want that veteran-type presence that he brings to the table. And then let me go back here to the AHL. I want to make sure that we are playing. Is he a right wing? We'll let Byron get some game play here. We'll throw him in for Baddock here down on the fourth. Let me get Marchenko in, though, and move him up the lineup. He does fit pretty good on that second line, but we want him on the first. And then I do want to throw in Byron, which he is technically a left winger, so we'll throw him in two-way forward. Again, I'm not a big fan of two-way forwards. That's just the way I am, but we'll throw him up on the first line. Bork, what is he? He's 31, so it's not really a bad idea to just bury him in the lineup. That's okay. So we'll work with that. Marchenko, we'll see what he can do. I like his number, 86. That is a very good number. We'll roll with that for a Russian. But now what we're going to do is simulate here through this game. And actually, let's advance a day. I do have to technically get things rolling here for... we need to sign some coaches. That's again, we've got a lot of stuff here to do. We need an associate coach and a goalie coach. So let's just promote him to associate, and then we need to hire an assistant, or two assistants really, for the AHL. And again, I want this goalie coach. Actually, do I want this goalie coach? Yes, teaching is an A. So that's what I want to bring him in. Again, an AHL goalie coach. We'll offer him the contract. He'll get back to us. And then we need a AHL, another assistant. I want somebody with higher teaching ability. So far, no one is looking good at all. We just offered Oscar. Nobody's really stepping out to me, although Alice, she's got the C on teaching. We'll give her a shout as an AHL assistant. We'll give her a pretty good deal. And then we'll see, obviously, if we can get those guys in. We'll have to also, I've got to assign some scouts here for us. We've got a bunch that I need to set up. So I'll do that here in just a moment and get back to you guys. So guys, we've gone ahead here and simulated all the way through getting our coaching staff our scouts all set up here, and we've got the preseason completed, hopefully. And awesome, we get a coach there. Hopefully we get the other coach as well, which is awesome. Alice, welcome to the squad. Nice to have her on board. But here we are, guys, regular season game number 1. We're actually at Toronto, and this is one we are actually going to hop in here. We're not going to play the whole game. We're going to just play the third period. I know that's what I did in the last series, and I think it worked out pretty well. First period sim, we're down 3-1. So we're actually going to hop in the second period because I want to try to come back in this thing and win this one against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we'll hop into it right now and see what we can do. Here we are, guys. Started the second period. We're down by 2 in this game, so we've got quite a hole here to dig out of. as we face off against the always hated Toronto Maple Leafs if you're a Canadiens fan. And we're able to actually steal the puck away right there and find Jonathan Drouin up through the neutral zone. I was going to say we're looking for somebody at the point. Petrie was there, but errant pass goes wide, and the Leafs are able to come back out of the zone as Edmondson actually able to steal that away and find Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli is going to peel off here. Going to look for Petrie at the point, our top defenseman, and arguably one of our top players on the squad, is unable to hit the target as Mitch Marner through the zone. He's going to get railed off the puck there as we go D to D. Petrie finds Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli up through the zone, trying to get something going. We're going to peel off here. Tyler Toffoli cuts to the middle. Nice shot there. Edmondson is there. Oh, man, what a chance that was as that goes by the wayside. We look backdoor there to Dvorak. I almost said Duran. I saw the D in his last name, but we'll work this up to the point. Over to Petrie once again on the one-timer. Is a little soft on there on the play as Dvorak, freshly over from the Arizona Coyotes, is going to cut through the slot. Screen shot there is stopped by Campbell, and we get the cheesy little wrap there by Toffoli. And as actually Campbell holds on for the whistle, and Toronto survives the offensive onslaught we've been going on here for the past little bit, but goes out to Camp. Man, he almost just threw that out of the rink and giving us a delay of game penalty, but here comes Gallagher through the neutral zone, trying to find something. We find Drouin cutting through. Man, that was a nice little cut there by Suzuki, but we're going to give our second PP here an opportunity with things in this game, and we're going to go high pressure on the push here. Trying to win that draw. Riley on it. Ooh, man, another backhand clearance is always dangerous to possibly go out of the rink. We're going to work this up to Eric Stahl, number 15. I don't know if I like that on his jersey, but we'll roll with it right now as Eric Stahl. Looking to get the things going here. We find Toffoli at the point, and he takes a shot. Nicely gloved down by Campbell, and he holds on for yet again another whistle. Here we are, offensive zone draw. Dvorak, Stahl, and I think that's Anderson out there as well. Toffoli at the point. He's going to rip a shot through a trafficked screen. So I saw Anderson backdoor. We're trying to nip him there. But hey, we got to make the most of our opportunities in the games we play, which we're only going to be playing about 5 this entire year. So we need to find a way to come back in this thing quickly and win as Dvorak with speed wide. Going to peel off out of the corner. Work this up to the point. Oh, that was Savard, I think. That was a pretty weak shot. I don't know if somebody's injured right now because our D keep changing, it looks like, on the power play. As we're going to actually, try to go back door there. So Dvorak, but that's going to be it for the power play opportunity as Toffoli is out there. Going to work it up to Suzuki. Getting our first line fresh out there. Suzuki's just going to rip the shot. Oh, Drouin almost knocked it down for a shot as Suzuki actually steals that away. Work this up to the point. Edmondson over to Toffoli. Toffoli's going to rip that. Nobody's in front of the net to get that traffic. We actually have behind the net on, so I do want to change this to crash the net for all of these. And we'll see what our fourth line here can do. Honestly, it's Stahl. I'm forgetting who else we've got. Lehkonen and I think Armia, I believe. But we're going to have to wait to see until he gets the puck. Lehkonen here. Find Petrie. Edmondson is going to rip that through traffic. Oh, my goodness. That actually almost found the back of the net. As Campbell, man, he's been pretty busy here in this second period, but we just can't find a way to get anything past him at this point in time. But fourth line getting it done here against their first line mismatch. But we're going to try to make it work as Stahl wins the draw. One-timer Edmondson is blocked, but that's okay. It was kind of a bad D-to-D pass there by Petrie as Lehkonen into the zone. He still has the puck. Looking for somebody in front of the net, and actually Lehkonen loses his bucket. So we'll get our third line out there to see what they can do to close out this period. But, man, just can't get really anything going as we get Evans, Krause, and Anderson out there. See what they can do. And I honestly don't know how much they will be able to get against this first line of the Maple Leafs going. As Mitch Marner, this is a very dangerous first line. Shot there by Marner, saved by Price, but dangerous opportunity there for the Maple Leafs. Defensive zone draw here. Minute 27 left to go in the first period. We'll go for the tie-up here, see if anybody can come through. Anderson is there, and we are out of the zone cleanly against the Leafs' first line, which is always nice. Evans in the slot, trying to rip a slap shot, deflected there off of it. Krause or Sandin in front, and Campbell once again makes the save. We'll get our first line out there and see what they can do here with under a minute left to go in this period. See if we can maybe get some late magic here. Actually, a line mismatch. If we can take advantage. Kulak from the point. No one there in front, but Campbell comes up big once again here on the defensive zone faceoff. And we just can't find a way to get this past him. Faceoff here. Suzuki with a chance. Can we win it is the real question. We are. Kulak is pressured there at the point. Sherratt keeps it in the zone. 4 seconds trying to get a pretty shot off. Oh, goodness, it's blocked. It's blocked there in front. We were trying to get too pretty and get the perfect shot off where we should have just shot the puck in the first place. But we're down by 2 here going into the third, and at this point, it's not looking good for the comeback. Campbell not able to hold on, but it finds its way into the corner for an easy little breakout, possibly. We're trying to get the pressure on the Maple Leafs right now, and Petrie comes away with it. We find Suzuki. Suzuki, nice little toe drag. We're trying to get it inside out, change the angle there on Soup, or Campbell, Soupy, whatever the heck his nickname is, and still able to hold on as here comes Tavares, the captain here for the Toronto Maple Leafs, which actually, now that I think about it, I don't think we have a captain named because we traded away our captain with the most likely not playable. Oh my goodness, now that I'm talking, Petrie gets the goal. I was trying to think who our captain was, and that was Shea Weber. But man, we're able to get a goal, and I'm not even too excited about it, but Petrie gets his first of the season, driving the back of the net. Hull was caught in no man's land between committing to us on the shot or committing to the backdoor pass, and thankfully he committed to the backdoor pass, and Petrie able to bury that thing, and the comeback is on right now here, guys. Down by 1 here in the third period. Big looking for something. No one is open. We're going to work this up to the point. Romanoff finds Savard. Savard's going to rip a shot on target as Lehkonen able to keep that from going out of the zone. Oh, we tried to drive the net there with a strong backhand shield, and it was knocked off our stick as Romanoff trying to win the foot race. He's able to do so. We'll throw it around all the way to Eric Stahl. Stahl works this up to Savard. On the change, it's now Duran. Duran, fresh off the bench. He's got speed. Trying to go around. Duran looking for somebody to post up in front. No one's there. Duran. Oh, I thought we were going to be able to get the cheesy wrap, but Eric Stahl now. He's going to look for the cheesy wrap. Eric Stahl is going to get the cheesy wrap. Fourth line grinder. Gets his first goal of the season, and that's what you call a massive pickup off the free agency wire. Getting a big-time goal in a big-time game, and that gets us back into the game here with a chance to steal this in regulation. We've got our third line back out there. Evans. We've got Anderson and Krause newly acquired, I should say, from the Arizona Coyotes, as the Leafs trying to respond back quickly here. We're going to tie up behind the net. Try to win that puck. Ooh, McKiv. Ooh, what do we got here? What? Oh, they're calling a trip on the play? I don't even know who tripped. Oh, Evans, of all people, gets the tripping call on the play. That's unfortunate. But with a chance here, offensive zone draw. Ooh, Romanoff from the point. Oh, that's deflected. That was a scary deflection here. It's Toffoli with the puck. Trying to get a quick shot through traffic. Not able to do so, and here comes Nylander. Finds Matthews. Here comes Marner. Trying to work that over to Matthews. Big shot there. Carey Price is there for the stop, and we'll work this. Ooh, try to work this out. Bad step there, I would say, on my part. Romanoff gives it away once again. Marner, ooh, with a big play there, but saved by Price, and the boys are tired. Boys are absolutely gassed here at this point, but we got to find a way. Stahl and Gallagher out there. Gallagher taking the draw. I don't know why that's the case, but it is what it is. Gallagher's going to tie up. Ooh, we lose the draw. Thankfully, top power play is not out for the Leafs anymore, which is very nice for us because we now have an opportunity to really... Wow, Eric Stahl, what happened to his hands? Absolutely garbage right there, chop and lettuce, but we've got a chance here without that first power play on the ice for the Leafs to maybe take advantage of a mistake turnover, which we have right here. 52 seconds left in the game. Gallagher cutting down the ice, trying to get a nice little snipe there. Unable to do so. Ooh, I'm surprised the ref might not. Oh my goodness. I thought he was going to pick up the puck and we hit him with Stahl. Oh my goodness, that was almost backdoor cheese there for Spezza, but now we're down 2 men. Wow. That's a mistake on my part. I thought he was picking up the puck and I went in for the body check. 12 seconds on a 5-on-3 opportunity. Big block there by Romanoff. Let's just ice that down. It only gets to the neutral zone, but that should be enough to at least get our man out of the box. As Matthews trying to get into the zone, unable to do so. And we survive at least the 5-on-3 as Petrie through the neutral zone. Oh, trying to get something going, but he's knocked off the puck. And here comes Matthews. He gets that puck poked off his stick nicely by Romanoff with showing pretty good speed there, I would say. As Evans, fresh out of the box, he's got wheels. Jake Evans. Jake Evans! Oh my goodness, I was going to say, if he could maybe try to snipe that upstairs, that would have been nice. 3 seconds left here in the game. And we're heading to overtime. Down a man, though, so it's going to be some scary scenes here starting overtime opportunity here for the Maple Leafs as they've got some absolute snipers out there. Matthews, Marner, I'm sure they've got Riley, and I don't know who else they have out there, but Petrie right off the hop. We're going to try to end this thing. Jeff Petrie driving the net. That would have been absolutely filthy and a crazy way to steal this thing right off the opening draw here in overtime as Jake Evans actually is able to evade Austin Matthews. Oh, Petrie! Oh, off the side of the net. That would have been absolutely huge. And an absolute dagger to the Toronto Maple Leafs as Austin Matthews trying to get into the zone. He's able to do so. Dangerous. Ah, you got to be kidding me. Ah, that was so close. We almost stole that game, but Toronto is able to survive. Really proud of the boys. They fought hard. We were able to get back into it, but we lose the game to Toronto, so we'll hop back into the simulation and see what the boys can do by themselves. Tough loss against the Canadiens. Thankfully, we're at least able to get a point out of it. Duran with 2 points in the game. Tough way to go, but it is what it is. But what we're going to do here now, we're going to simulate all the way up to the Anaheim Ducks game to see how the boys are doing. We'll first simulate here to the first portion of the month. We've got a back-to-back here. So in Buffalo, we end up losing 4-1 to the Buffalo Sabres of all teams. That's unfortunate. Xavier Ouellet is out. We'll let AHL take care of that. We lose to the Rangers, so this is not a good start for the boys, which is another loss to the Sharks, so not a good start whatsoever. We need to turn some things around here and get luck on our side. Not winning a game to start off the season. We finally win one, and it's against the Carolina Hurricanes. I know fans of each of those teams don't like each other. The social media players are always going at it, but we've got an injury here to Romanoff. And he's out until November 7th. So he's not going to be out for too long, but that is definitely a knock here to the bottom pairing of defense, which we do have Weidman. That's why we have an extra defenseman here. It doesn't really work on that third pair. He gets the -1. So we're going to have to put him up on the second pair of D. And we have extra attacker we need to work on. Oh, okay, extra attacker. I don't know why we still have this, but we're going to make it to Foley in the first place. But we'll get back into the simulation here. Against Seattle, we win 4-0 there, so we're back to even 500 record. We're now down to 3-4-1. St. Louis Blues actually fire their coach. We're actually on our Western swing right now, so we actually beat the Kings. We're 4-4-1 here. We'll simulate through the rest of the Western swing, and we're above 500. So we win 5-2 against the Ducks. So 5-4-1, not the best of months. We started off very, very slow, losing the first 4 games of the season. I'm going to take a look at stats here, see where we're at and what changes we need to make. But Suzuki, he's playing great right now at the moment. 14 points in 10 games played. We're sitting here at the table in the second wild card, but we have played more games than anyone else. So 11 points. It's definitely going to be a battle for that wild card to try to make it, just with the way things are going at this point right now. But again, let's take a look at the team stats here. We'll look to close out this episode, but I'm really happy with Suzuki's progression. He's playing great. Again, it's still early in the season to say true progression, but that's very promising. Petrie, second in points. He's got 11. Toffoli, 10 and 10. Gallagher, he's got 9. Duran has 9. Caulfield has 7. Maybe look to move Caulfield and Duran. Maybe switch them on their lines. Eric Stahl, nice pickup. He's got 6 points in 10 games for that fourth line. I do want to take a look, though, at Evans. He hasn't done anything, guys. Might need to look to move Evans off. Antoine, I know you wanted me to call him up. We might have to move him down to the fourth line or even try to give Paquette some time to see what Paquette can do, but that's not good. We'll have to maybe shake some things up with our bottom 6 pairing, or our bottom 2 lines, but that's interesting there. Actually, I forgot to check goaltenders. We'll check that here really quickly. I don't know what Carey Price's numbers would be looking like here at this point, but they're not great. 894, 341. That's not very good. Allen, that's not too bad. I mean, both our goalies are pretty old, but Allen, he's played 3 games, 2-1, 9-2-0 with a 2.00 goals against. Again, Carey Price is getting the bulk of play, so he's going to get the games that the boys aren't playing great. So we'll have to wait and see how things pan out for that. But so far, I'm quite happy with their performance to start off the regular season. Again, 5-4-1. We're definitely in it here right now for the division. But let me know down below what we should do here moving forward. What should that trade be to get... I can't say his name. I don't know how to pronounce it. But get the one defenseman they picked up first round this past year. How should we get him out in a trade? How can we get that first round pick from the how can we get our Montreal first round pick back from Arizona? We might need to look to move Evans off that third line. I'm thinking we maybe swap him here with Paquette to give Paquette some playing time. I think that's what we're going to do, although Paquette works better on the fourth line. So I think that's what we're going to go for. But let me know down below in the comments. I can switch it back. We'll put Evans. We'll keep giving him a shot, see what he can do. But maybe see for the next couple little bit of a simulation what this would look like. But that's going to be it for today's episode. Drop comments down below on what you guys want to see. Again, I hope you all have a happy new year. And as always, stay dusty.